Hello, colors. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss on some interesting updates. We start with this report talking about super agent Jorge Mendes, who have recently spoken after Portuguese duo Joao Felix and Joao Cancelo signed for Barcelona. We are going to discuss on what the super agent had to say on those late moves. Then, secondly, talking about this report claiming that Barca finished the summer transfer window as the second lowest spenders in La Liga. We are also going to be discussing on that. So, guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona have a long history with hectic deadline days. It was not so long ago that the Catalans scampered against time to recruit Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on the final day of the transfer market, and the story was quite similar earlier this week. With less than 24 hours to go before the market closed, the Blaugranas had a number of incomplete operations on both the departure and arrival fronts. Arguably, the most important objectives for the administration on the night were the signings of Joao Felix and Joao Cancelo. Both Portuguese stars eventually put pen to paper for the Catalans on a season-long loan with no option to buy. Further, they accepted significant pay cuts to ensure that the move was possible. Jorge Mendes, the common agent of both players, was instrumental in engineering both transfers for Barcelona earlier this week. Speaking to Mundo Deportivo, after successfully completing his client's moves, he heaped praise on them. He said, Barca have signed the two best players in the world in their positions. They are phenomenal. It has not yet been 48 hours since Barca officially announced the signings of those two players. Of course, they did complete their medicals already, signed contracts, and have begun training with the team. Yesterday, we saw Xavi including them in the squad to play against Osasuna, and what a special moment it was to see both players entering the pitch to make the debut against Osasuna. And I think they had a very good debut, especially Joao Cancelo on the night. He was phenomenal, I think. It was a great debut for him. And of course, we hope that they bring in more better performances with time. We get to see their impact. As revealed by the club, Felix definitely did don the number 14 kit for the club this season, while his compatriot Cancelo take number 2 jersey. The right back, in all probability, will play for Barcelona more. Of course, Felix, of course, who was also expected to play yesterday, finally played yesterday, entered as a substitute, and he had a fairly decent game. Of course, bringing these two Joaos were not easy at all. It were not easy at all. And we saw deadline day being as hectic as you would imagine because Barca were trying to complete the transfer window in such a remarkable fashion. And bringing Cancelo and Felix were very monumental. And finally, they did make it at the last minute. And we can't be so happy about these two signings without looking the brain behind it. We can't forget about the super agent Jorge Mendes, who I think have been so much influential, and also the fact that his good relationship with the club has really helped us quite a lot in getting this deal done. He's the agent of both players, both the Joaos. He's the agent of both Felix and Cancelo, and his influence in making these deals work out for Barca has been great. He can't be underestimated. So here we are seeing him talking about the two players, of course, calling them the two best players in their positions, and what a great signings that Barca have made for them. And of course, it's going to be great to see how far they do as the season heads on. I think they are two great players, and Barcelona should. I think now it's all left to Xavi. I think the squad is already fairly good for us to compete. Xavi now is in your hands to make it work out for the fans because honestly, with every season, we see how the Barca fans, as usual, have great expectations to go as far as they can in every competition to compete. To compete. So let's just keep fingers crossed, see how these new signings have been performing. So far, we ended our summer window with six signings, six major signings. Vitor Roque, who will be coming the next year. We have Ilkay Gundogan, Oriol Romeo. You know, we have Inigo Martinez, who also played yesterday, his debut for Barca. We have the two Joaos, Joao Cancelo and Joao Felix, who made their debut yesterday for Barcelona as well. So we still have a long season ahead. Of course, we have a long season ahead, a lot to fight for, a lot to compete for, and we hope that Javi learns from his mistakes of last season, despite the fact that yes, we won La Liga, but not the best way possible. Performance-wise, we're not good, especially in the European competitions. I can't wait to see how far we go. Then secondly, in this episode, Barca, a club renowned for its rich history and tradition, has embarked on a new era marked by shrewd financial decisions and strategic player acquisitions, while the Catalan Giants have consistently infused the squad with exceptional talent. A closer look at the financial statistics reveals the remarkable fact that they are one of the most cost-effective teams in the league. In fact, they are the team with the second lowest expenditure on players in La Liga in the recent concluded transfer window. In a display of financial acumen, Barca have adeptly navigated the complex world of player recruitment, managing to secure the services of top-tier footballers such as Ilkay Gundogan, Inigo Martinez, Cancelo, Felix without incurring any transfer fees. This remarkable feat is a testament to the club's ability to attract world-class talents while minimizing expenditure. The only discernible expense on the books in the models was 3.4 million euro associated with Oriol Romeo's acquisition. Remarkably, only Athletic Bilbao, a club that has not spent a single penny this summer, have managed to maintain a spending record better than Barcelona's. Las Palmas occupied the third spot with relatively modest outlay of 4.8 million euros, reinforcing the notion that fiscal responsibility is gaining prominence in the competitive landscape of Spanish football. In stark contrast to these prudent approaches, Real Madrid stand atop the expenditure ranking with a staggering outlay of nearly 130 million euros. The acquisition of players like Jude Bellingham, Joselu, Fran Garcia has propelled Los Blancos to the summit of the spending chart. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.